just gonna head to the shops now just to get some groceries. I'm always on the lookout for good places to drift. You kind of need a slippery surface, at least like gravel. I don't think it's possible to drift on the actual road due to the amount of grip this tire has. I mean, actually, it probably is possible, but it would be ridiculous. It would probably bounce around, actually, I think. That's what I think would happen. It would bounce up and down, so it's got so much grip. It would grab the road and let go, and every time it lets go, it would bounce upwards. That was a really steep, slippery climb, and the Sherman handles it pretty well. just out here in a different part of the bike track, further towards the hills. It's nice out here. Man, it was kind of hot, but it was just sort of cold enough where I felt I would need a jacket, like the motorbike jacket, but just hot enough so now it's like I'm sweating. I hate that. But I would rather have it still because it gives you the protection. Really good sliding protection as well if you fall on the road. Man, this thing will just go forever. You know, where your skin will get ground down to the bone after like just a few, you know, like 20-30 feet or whatever. This will just keep sliding and it will never grind down. And when you fall on the road, this will basically keep you from, you won't even get a scratch on yourself. Climbing a steep hill right now. Got to like 22 miles an hour. I always talk in miles because my Sherman always goes into miles. Even though in Australia we use kilometers, this keeps going back into miles. So I've just gotten used to it. And I don't mind because it's kind of like gives you another perspective. It's different, it's weird, just because you're still talking speed, you know, it's all relative, but going into miles, it gives you another kind of way of looking at the speed somehow. Because like 20 is 32 kilometers per hour, 20 miles is 32. So normally for me, I think 40 is where it starts getting fast. But in the United States, they tend to talk about 20 miles per hour as being fast, and that's only 32 k's per hour, kilometers. So it does give you a different perspective, sort of. This is kind of tiring, you know? It's a bit of a workout. Now that I've got the jacket on, it gets warm just doing this. It's kind of a cold day. It's sunny but cold. It's a nice day though. Man, this whole time I didn't realize I had a bag full of groceries. I'm gonna take it off and try some drifts. Yeah. Fuck. Oh man, it's heavy. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was thinking. If I fell, I would have squashed all my fruit. What a fool. Oh shit. Alright. That would have been a nice corner to come out this way. But I was trying to do a slide stop. Look, it's still, you can still see dust that kicks up onto the trail. So to do the drift properly, it's a mix. I've started to narrow down all the factors. There's the speed where you start to slide and the angle of the wheel in terms of your yaw angle, like looking left and right, and the lean angle, which is your pitch. And the combination of those three things, when you get them right, you can slide in a controlled manner. And there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to slide at high speed as well. Although it's kind of scary when I think about doing that. But maybe with enough practice, you know, when I say high speed, I talk about like 30 miles an hour. So like 40 or maybe 20. Yeah, like 25 is already fast. I think the fastest I've entered a slide is close to 25. But that's already, that feels super fast. So yeah, I would say anything above 25 is fast. That's 40 kilometers per hour. So I was saying 25 miles. I tried to look down at the speed. It's hard to look down at this thing while you're moving. I don't have my watch on with the interface because it was like on low battery. I forgot to charge it. Not twisting enough. Got to twist more. I'm going fast enough, but I'm not twisting enough to initiate the sideways motion. Loss of traction. Yeah, that was better. It's got a lot of traction, this tire, so you need to kind of work to lose the traction. Oh well. Come on. Man. $360. Something caught in the wheel. You hearing this? Hold on. Actually, I can probably film while I do this. The hell is that noise? I think it's just a twig or something that got caught in the wheel. Pretty sure. Should have come out by now. Everyone's looking at me. Oh man. Yeah, I would be looking as well if someone was holding some box that was making crazy sounds like that. It's funny when you fall off this thing, people have the funniest reaction. They just look over and there's some dude tumbling and his metal box just rolling, making a racket. It's hilarious. Shit! Wasting my time. What am I doing out here? Oh man. Alright. Getting scared. Sometimes I'm not feeling it and then I'm scared I'm gonna fall and I back off. Because I know I'm gonna fall sometimes. I think I know I'm gonna fall, so I don't attempt it. Yes, I'm feeling it more and more. Like every session, I get a glimpse of hope that it's going to become consistent. You know, like being able to go around a track just like a rally car, just drifting every corner. But I've got to work on my right hand turns on the Sherman especially. I mean, the Sherman's the only thing that's good for it really. The 16X is not stable enough. But I get a glimpse of hope. Sometimes I feel it. It's like, yeah, it's like practicing a new way of riding, sort of. Like when you first learn to ride, you can't ride at all, but then it just becomes like second nature, you know, like you don't even have to try it. So I think it's possible with enough practice. The same will go for a slide, where you'll be able to do it without falling off, or maybe you'll fall off sometimes, but it would become a rarity. And I'm talking bigger slides too, not like these little ones I'm doing now, but then a bigger one, it gets so much harder because you're in the slide for a longer amount of time. So you're having to sort of balance it while you're in the slide. And that's what I'm hoping is it's possible to control that in a consistent manner, you know, like I was saying, being able to go around a track, drifting every corner, lap after lap, you know. Shit. I want to get the other pedals. These ones get covered in dirt too easily, and then it affects your grip. Put it on the vlog. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Feeling it. It wasn't a longer slide, but I felt good. Like if I had that form on a longer slide or entering at a high speed, I probably would have kept it too. Still up, still going. Oh shit. I came off yesterday. I went to buy an Apple Macintosh because the GoPro software for Windows doesn't work. I don't know why. It's like, it works, but it's so slow that, oh man, it's ridiculous to use it. And I've been using it, unfortunately. Oh. You can be there waiting a whole minute to go to the next frame. And I forgot what I was talking about. Oh. Such a nice day out here. It'd be nice to go to the beach. So far away though. It's about 30 kilometers if you go the quickest way, but I take the bike lane, so it ends up being like 40 Ks. I don't like driving on the road for that kind of distance, especially here, because there's for most of the roads there's no bike lane, and it's probably even safer than riding a bike though, because drivers look out for you more. On an EUC, drivers often will just change lanes so they don't have to go so close to you. If not, they'll give you an extra wide gap. But with cyclists, they're so used to them, they just speed right past them. So you're kind of safer in that sense, because cars are the biggest risk to cyclists. I'm scared of this knobby tire sometimes. It just wants to grab. And then if it does, it'll throw you over. Come on. Damn speaker keeps moving. Sounded like a WRX or something. Like a turbo car. I look over and it's a big truck. What the hell? Oh, shit. That's the roll bar hitting, but mine's ground down enough so I can just hit it as much as I want.